Hi, I'm Suzanne from tvmeg.com. Nice to see you all.
Hi.
Hey, I was just having a nice chat with the other press in the other room. We were grooving to 70s and 60s music they're playing in there. So
I want to play.
Nice.
I know. It was fun. And they're all young. I'm like, you're too young to know this music. So, it's great to talk to you guys. Warren and Amy, you both starred in many of my favorite sci-fi, fantasy, and superhero series. This show is a mystery with some supernatural elements. Were you both fans of these genres growing up, and what attracted you to this particular series? Amy?
Yes, I mean, my all-time favorite movie is Clue. So I was like, anytime that there's a murder mystery, I'm there like day one for any of them. So but this in particular is like so much more than that, which was exciting to me because it was like, what is this show? I don't feel like I've seen this before. And I read it and I had like so many questions. I remember meeting the first day. I was like, can you tell me what happens next? That's all I need to know. Please tell me. And so the idea that it sparked that just by reading it on the page, it felt like something that would be really exciting to be a part of making.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I think, I think we all had a similar experience where you read the pilot and it's exciting and you click hopefully with your character and everything like that. But when you're reading a script and you so much want to know what's coming up, that's a good sign. That's what you hope for, because then you hope that we're going to take the audience, kind of on that same journey. And the beauty of it was you met all these characters and they were so fully realized and they were so beautifully drawn out that there were so many paths it could have gone. And I think that's what excited. I mean, I think everybody loves these kind of shows. I think most people in general do, because you want to be putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You want to try and figure it out. And then what we hopefully do a little bit as well is mess with the audience, where you're going to get these twists that you saw coming, these ones that you didn't. And that or that aha moment is the thing that you feel like you're in there and you're a part of it and you're helping to solve this thing. And I think most people enjoy that journey as a viewer.
Great. Yeah. They only gave us 8 episodes and we're like, where are the other 2? We want to see the end. Emily, is this your first time as a showrunner?
No, it's not. It's not.
Not.
It's according to IMDb, this is my first time as a showrunner.
You should update that.
I should probably call someone to tell them, like, no, I have done this before, but it's every show is its own little organism, right? They're all different. So the idea that show running experience can just apply to any particular show is, to some degree, yes, but it's always different. There's always different elements. In this case, I haven't really done a show before this kind of genre mashup. I have, we were filming in Canada. That was another it was just another plate to juggle. We were filming during COVID. That was another. So there were definitely challenges that were new for me, and for all of us, I think. And also, as I said, this is in some ways a show that exists in sort of its in the plane that we all can see. And there's also sort of the allegorical part of it, which is, it's a metaphor for the American dream. And, it's taking apart stereotypes and saying not all rich people are unfeeling and terrible. And that, a character who comes into this world that feels very monolithic and very much like the enemy, to her, to Elena, it's as she's in it, she kind of gets a better sense of who all these people are and what makes them tick, and realizing that all people behave a certain way for a reason, even if it's a bad reason. So this was just an exciting opportunity to, try and steer another giant ship into a harbor. Every show is every show feels like that. A first season show has its own unique challenges in trying to nail down the voice and the tone and where we're going with it. But this one was a blast.
Good, good. And back to Amy and Warren, there seemed to be some chemistry between your characters. Without spoilers, can you comment about that? No.
Because Amy and I have known each other for 200 years, I think, is part of it. This is our 5th project working together, Amy and I. We've known each other for almost 20 years. So there's a certain amount of trust. And when we work together, I always get excited when I see, having scenes together. But I think, you have 2 people who are linked through tragedy. They're linked with the idea of, hope and for Jasper and those different things. And then as the season goes along, we'll realize these are 2 people that have known each other for a very long time. And again, you always, you don't want to give anything away, but that history will rear its ugly head, I'm sure, at some point, and all those different things. But it's important to make sure that that was there, that we're not, just 2 people. They're connected over. They've been connected for years over other things, but now they're connected over a tragedy. And so we got to play around within that. And Amy's so phenomenal. It's pretty easy when you show up to set with her, and we just kind of got to play around.
Amy, any comment?
That's very nice. Thank you. He's a good one. No, I love working with Warren. He is great. And it was a really cool relationship. I mean, you find out more and more about their past and their history as the series goes on. And I think for me, something that always felt true, and again, it is hard because we do know each other so well and have spent so much time together that sometimes I'm like, was that in the script or is that just how it is? But I always kind of felt like with Matthew, Tori was able to kind of drop the facade a little bit, and she wasn't as worried about if everything looked right, if everything, she would let him see her cracks. And I think over this time she's seen his. And so even through the difficult times of them butting heads and not getting along, there's still this like deep understanding, and like they really know each other on a level that none of the other characters do. So.
All right. Well, thank you. That's all the time I have, unfortunately. And I really enjoyed it. And you guys have such a great cast and everything, and the writers. I hope it's very successful.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.